Indiana Jones 5 should not exist. It is awful. It's so bad. We went to go see it there recently, folks, and I have to say, I haven't seen a movie this bad in a very, very long time. Like, this was actually tragic. New Paddy. It
Yes.
was.
This, as I said, this movie was horrific, and in just nearly every sense. I mean, I enjoy yourself when you start straight away with the flashback out of nowhere when you're in the past and it's young Harrison Ford, and he doesn't look like young
This is
Harrison
like
Ford.
the worst CGI I've ever seen. This is worse than young Princess Leia in the fucking new Star Wars, bro. This is awful. It's awful.
And
Harrison Ford looks like something out of Barbie. He looks like one of the Ken dolls.
and like that's fine or whatever, and then you watch it and then you're like, oh, here's Mads Mikkelsen, the main villain, and he chases him on a train, and in the end, he's on the train. Mads Mikkelsen falls off and he's hanging on the side. And like a pole's coming up, and you're like, oh, you're gonna do the old, oh, he's not gonna get hit by the pole, ha ha ha. And he gets smashed in the head by the pole, going like 8 kilometers on the train, falls off. And it's like, is he dead? It's over? Like, movies
Fella
are.
gets chromed.
Oh, yeah, it's like in any movie that just happens, the guy's dead. In Wolverine, you
No,
watch this happen, and the guy, like, this is how he gets rid of the bad guys. Like, you're dead
any
when this
form
happens
of
to you.
media, he's dead. Any form of media, like real life, he's dead.
Yeah.
This guy has just been chromed, and he fell off a moving train into a river. This guy is dead.
I mean, like, it's just, it shouldn't exist.
He should have drowned. Should have been knocked out from the hit and drowned. Why is he still here kicking? He's chilling. He's chilling in New York.
That,
I don't get it.
the dialogue was just.
Felt so forced as well.
The movie was forced.
Proper doomer.
The-
Proper
the-
doomer
like-
Indiana Jones for like 90% of the film. And then suddenly he gets back with his wife.
I have to ask, who asked for this movie? Like, genuinely, who's sitting there going, oh man, cannot wait for Indy 5? Like, this is what we've been missing. Another Indiana Jones adventure, like.
No, you know what the worst thing was? I was looking forward to this movie.
Oh no, no, God, no.
I was looking forward to this movie. I
Oh.
like the Indiana Jones movies. They bring back nostalgia. This is forced nostalgia. This is Disney pumping us full of pheromones here. You love Indiana Jones. You want to go see the new one.
What,
You want to see
what
it on
nostalgia do you
opening night.
have for Harrison Ford with a cowboy hat and a wig, like?
The nostalgia of me being 8 years old, being like, oh, that's pretty cool. Motherfucker goes back in time in this movie. He goes back in time. What are they doing? These movies have been wacky. Indiana Jones, in general, is just a wacky acid trip. You don't want it to go on. This is like the Polar Express for junkie teens. It's
I'm looking.
weird but enjoyable.
There's articles complaining that Indiana Jones does not lose his right eye in the movie because apparently, like in canon, Indiana Jones is like a book or comic or something, and it's like Indiana Jones has like a missing eye when he's older, but like he doesn't lose it in this movie. Do you know what I mean? So does that mean there's gonna be
Whoever
another
wrote
one?
this, whoever complained that Indiana Jones doesn't lose an eye in this movie.
Is right. He should have lost an eye. Imagine if he lost his goddamn eye.
Whoa, would have changed the movie so much. Mads Mikkelsen takes Indiana Jones's eye, sends it back in time.
Oh.
Oh,
And also, I do want to point out that the budget for this movie was 300 mil.
they put up 300 mil for this garbage.
And then the box office
For
was
this-
368, so it definitely did not make a profit with all the marketing. It was on every single bus this was on. When the second Dungeons and Dragons was off marketing, Indiana Jones 5 was on it. Do you know what I mean?
Indiana Jones hurt my soul. Hurt my soul.
It needed to make around 600 million to break even, 800 million to be a success, and it got 368 million.
They dropped it at the worst time as well. It just felt so weird.
Who wanted to watch it? No one was gonna like, oh yeah, this is what I want to see.
This is it right here. The whole movie just felt like a Disney Plus movie. That's what it felt. I felt like just to get Bailmars back in the seats for a Disney movie. So they just stockpile up fucking shy A-list actors and they're like, do it, dance monkey dance. Worry. Harrison Ford just looked dumb with it. The whole movie just looked too fucking old to be doing what he was doing. Fellas there like scaffolding up fucking 40-foot fucking walls in the movie, and you're like, this guy is like 70 years old. He's not doing this in real life.
I mean, look, we can say that there was a one man boomer in our cinema who was going ballistic for this movie.
Some German fella.
He was not German. He was some like scroungy Irish fella. No, he was some like weirdo Irish fella hopped up on. I don't know what he was on. I've never seen a man be invested in a movie, leaning over like the chairs, talking to other people that went with him. When Mads Mikkelsen's character says that Hitler didn't, you guys didn't win the war. Hitler, no, he was not German. No, he was not. He was some Irish cokehead.
Oh, he was German.
He was not
German. That was the whole joke.
No, like, this guy's no.
It's true. It's true.
No, this guy's like some psychopath. Like, he was not German. He was like, he didn't have a German accent. He wasn't. He was fairly Irish.
He did.
He was like, yeah. He was like, yeah. You see that? Like, it's true.
Well, all German people. Yeah, guten Tag.
No German person's gonna be like, yeah. You see that? Yeah. Oh, it's so true.
He didn't sound like that either.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't.
You're just trying to conform to society, and you're not allowing Irish people to be slandered.
I like the new Indiana Jones. I relate to Indiana Jones.
We have to mention the time travel at the end, where they have the Dial of Destiny, and Indiana Jones has always been a bit like, oh, it's a bit realistic, and the artifact's always a bit wacky. So in Raiders of the Lost Ark, it melts on their faces. Or Temple of Doom, they hypnotize people. Or in Last Crusade, they piss about. But they literally go back in time. What was it? How many years? Thousands of years in the past. To Greece. To talk to fucking Socrates, yeah?
And supposedly, like, this is, like, normal.
Oh my god, it was like Socrates is like
nobody's like amazed by this rat in the movie. Yeah. And Indiana Jones, an archaeologist who
Archimedes.
No, I'm saying Indiana Jones.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it's Archimedes. It's Archimedes.
Yeah, Archimedes. You were saying no. No, it's Archimedes. I like, bro. Indiana Jones is an archaeologist. It looked like in the movie because it's so poorly written. It doesn't like he just kind of understands time travel laws, but he still decides to break them in any way and say, you know, fuck, I'm gonna stay here. What do you mean you're gonna stay here? Yeah. You can't stay here, boss.
Imagine if Indiana Jones stayed there.
Yeah, literally, like it wouldn't have made sense for the movie.
And they literally pulled like Indiana Jones is dying at the end, sacrificial, goodbye, and then Helena just like smacks him in the head and knocks him out.
That has dealt with bats, guns, knives, the whole shebang. He gets one little love tap to the side of the right cheek, and suddenly he's out for the count. Wakes up the next morning in bed.
Yeah, he wakes up. He wakes up the next. And they never explain how. They never explain how. They never explain how they got out. Like, oh yeah, they like it's inferred that they took the plane.
They're like, we've after spending 300 mil on the CGI for this movie. We spent 100 of that mil on making Harrison Ford look younger. Yeah. We can't do this again.
Oh, no.
So they're like, fuck it, knock him out. Bark you for it. bang. Archimedes like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Wake up the next morning. The wife's there. I love you again. He went back in time. And the one thing he was actually like focused on doing and going back in time, he said he wants to save his son.
Yeah, which she
You're like,
never.
oh shit, fair enough.
She never
Don't
did.
ever bring that up again.
Yeah,
He
like
brought it
why?
up as
What?
a passing thought.
What? Yeah. Like his little son, and they mention like, oh yeah, he's dead. It's like, bro, use the fucking dial and grab him, stop him from enlisting. Like, come on.
You think it would have made more sense if he was like, I know how to channel the dial. I know how to use the dial. I can go back and save him. And then knock him out.
Yeah.
Because then he's too powerful for his own good. He has too much power. No one man should have all that power.
Indiana Jones ascends to godhood.
Shit, it would have been a good twist, though.
It would have been.
Damn, it actually would have been.
It would have been good if like he kept the dial around because he wanted to save his son, not because he fucking felt like it.
No, but if you realised, I can use this to get back, and she's like, okay, we gotta get back to the present now, before we change anything else. They leave Archimedes, and then he's on the thing, and he's like, we're not going back to the present yet. I'm going back to save my son, remember? Gonna stop him from enlisting. That would have been it. And then she's like, fuck. And he's like, there's nothing you can do to stop me. I've already dialed it in.
I've dialed in the dial. It's over.
It's dialed in. And she's like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah, she's like, oh no, he's dialed it in.
Oh no, he's dialed in.
Indiana Jones is like, I'm dialed in.
It's kind of stupid though. It's kind of stupid how it's like, oh, you know what? It's fine. It's completely normal that he wants to go back and save his son. But like, oh, he won't ever try and do it though. Won't ever try and do it. I know the whole point of the dial was that it was rigged to go back to Archimedes' time, so that the loop continues. So eventually he gets the inspiration. But they break the loop.
Yeah, they do.
They break the loop.
Oh.
Because he's buried with the watch. Archimedes is buried with the dial and the watch. You can't be buried with the watch if your one takes it back saying we can't affect the past.
Yeah, they just completely plot hole the movie. Like nothing is thought out in the slightest. It's such a lazy, awful movie.
If they had kept your man with the dial, if they had given the dial tag, or even giving him the watch or something, it would have made more sense. The loop would have been complete. But your one literally said, no, you can't give him that because it's going to ruin the fucking future.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then the loop's just going to keep on forever going.
Cool. Do we have anything else to say about this shit movie? Look, if there are any positives, because at the end of the day, I've seen worse movies. I've actually seen worse movies.
In the cinema?
Well, in general.
This is the worst.
In the
worst movie I saw in the cinema. I was expecting Dungeons and Dragons.
No, okay. Yeah, but I guess.
I was expecting.
What about Ant-Man 3? Oh, fucking calm.
No, I was saying I was expecting Dungeons and Dragons to be the worst movie I'd seen here. And that was the joke. I genuinely thought Indiana Jones would be like a good, family-friendly.
I didn't think it was going to be good. I did not think it was going to be good.
I like
Indiana Jones 5, and you're like, yeah, this will be decent.
Yeah, but
5.
I genuinely thought they might actually have something cooking up.
For Indiana Jones 5.
Why would they pull them back if they didn't have?
Wait. Sorry. So you saying this is worse than Black Adam?
Black Adam was already.
Yeah, it shot back.
Bear in mind now. We gave Black Adam, what was it, like a 6?
Yeah, but we were like off our heads from watching Black Adam. We were so tired.
Give Black Adam like a 6.
Alright, what about Fast 10? is Indiana. Oh, yeah, no.
Oh,
Fast 10's a lot better than fucking Indiana 5. Fast 10
it
is,
is.
Fast 10 is Jason Momoa.
You just Jason Momoa movie.
God, I can't think.
I actually. Oh.
Fast 10 is. You'd rather watch
Okay,
Fast
okay,
10
okay,
again.
okay.
You can't
Okay.
enjoy Indiana 5. You can't watch it ironically.
No, you can't. You can't. You actually can't watch it. Ironically or unironically, it's just so bad. It's just awful. Like, I actually felt sad leaving this. This is so.
I'm trying to figure out really quickly any movie that I've seen that's worse in the cinema. What am I saw?
Noah.
Noah's good. Noah's good.
Noah.
You'll never be able to convince me that Noah is bad. Noah is an average, decent movie.
Dog. Noah is dog.
Noah is good. It's literally blessed.
Bless.
Noah is
Bless.
Noah is literally blessed.
Bless up, fam. Wagwan generation. Bless up that thing.
You did not have to say that. Holy sh-
Have you ever seen the John Stones clip where he's like, Wagwan generation?
No, John Stone.
Yeah, John Stones. A Man City centre back.
Oh
Come
no,
on,
Transformers. Transformers. Fucking Age of Extinction is awful.
Oh, you know what song I heard today actually, which I haven't heard in ages, but it's kind of controversial these days, you know.
Yeah.
Skepta, Disguise.
What? I don't know.
Do you remember
No.
Skepta, Disguise?
I know Skepta. I don't know Disguise.
Yeah. You know what? You don't even need to listen to the song. Just look up the lyrics now on Google. Just look up Disguise, Skepta.
What about the movie The Meg 2, huh? Are you gonna see The Meg?
2.
Why is it?
Meg 2?
Why? That actually hurts me inside. The fucking Meg
Jason
had a
Statham for the
sequel.
Meg 2. Jason Statham for the Meg 2.
Okay,
What?
Jesus Christ! I just read the lyrics.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
And bear in mind, they used the full Transformers robots in disguise.
Oh, I see.
Understand.
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad song, but the lyrics are so like, what the fuck? You could not get away with that anymore. You try to put anything, any
God! Oh
stuff
my
like
God!
that, you're done. You're done now.
I'm surprised he hasn't been fucking blacklisted for this song.
Skepta, you can't get blacklisted. He'd blacklist himself.
I didn't even say.
Genuinely would. Skepta would blacklist himself. He'd say, he's too big for this or something.
Oh, yeah, he runs the scene.
Fella runs the block.
Alright. Indiana Jones 5, worst movie of 2023, easy.
By far. Agreed.
What do we give it out of 10?
2.
I was gonna say 3.
2. 3 is too lenient.
2.5. I think
Nah.
the water scene was interesting. When they were in the water in the boat, I liked that. When they killed Antonio Banderas, that was good.
No scene in this movie ever makes me want to rewatch it.
I'll never rewatch it. But
Revisit it, rehash it. No. I'd rather just forget I ever saw this movie. I'd rather just tell my kids it was 4 Indiana Jones.
no, you have to tell them the truth. You have to say there's 5 and you saw the 5th one in the cinemas and it's awful. You paid money to see the 5th